Hello, besties.
And welcome back to
So Rude.
I'm here with your hottest hostess with the mostest, the glorious, gorgeous Sebb Argo.
Hello, tis y'all. How y'all doing? I'm here with the Mexicana of it all.
La Mexicana.
Dion Yorkie. She is fully Mexican.
I had that in my car.
They are Mexican?
That we went to a Christmas party and I was speaking incredible Spanish and everyone was very
Not
impressed.
just speaking Spanish, you were eating Mexican food,
Understanding
eating spicy
Spanish,
chilaquiles, understanding Spanish, dancing all the Latino classics,
You taught me
Caballo
that.
Dorado vibes.
And I ate your whole.
Yeah. No, and you also waited until
Some broma, it's a joke.
the lights went on at the party. You were the last one.
Yes, I have been conditioned and transitioned into
I'm Mexican.
your culture's way of never sleeping.
Yeah.
Love it.
Trust me, sometimes it hits hard because you're like, I need a nap. But then at the end of the day, you just sleep and it's like, it resets.
That part. Like at the end of the night, the lights came up and I was like, Sebb, can we go? And he's like, yeah. And then we spent another 45 minutes trying to find the valet parking ticket.
Yeah.
And I'm over here like, I need to go home.
Turns out we didn't get a valet parking ticket. We could
No.
just ask for the car.
And all we had to say was that your
That's
dad
our car.
was leading the party.
Yeah.
So that happened, but
yeah.
it was a good times.
We're in Mexico, y'all.
We're in
We
Mexico,
flew with
yeah.
our baby Mocha.
He's usually not in the pod. He usually chills upstairs in our new studio, but he wanted to make a guest appearance.
And things were extremely rude in the flight.
Yes. Wait, let's touch on the party since we already started talking about it.
Okay.
So I just wanted to also
We're
mention.
just jumping right into it.
That's how we do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did you want to keep on introducing each other?
What are you
So
drinking
rude.
today?
Girl, water. I have a headache. How about you?
I'm drinking.
Ram.
What's it called?
Ooh, apothecary.
Apothecary, the blue ones.
Yes. Our new fave. If you are listening to this apothecary with a K, please do send us some and sponsor us.
Sponsor us.
We're thoroughly indulged and invested in your brand.
Yeah.
And for the party, I just wanted to say,
So
they
we
had a
went-
giant, if you don't know Mexicana parties, they love a loca hour.
Go wild.
But this
or
time
a
it was
loca.
loca nights.
Yeah.
They had the mask. So if you know the mask with Jim Carrey, but the mask was like
It was
a
a
bobblehead.
man. Yeah, he was a man wearing a mask of the mask,
But
but
it
it
was
was
like
a
a giant enormous
bobblehead.
mask.
Like I feel
I'll
like
post a
if
photo on
you,
Patreon.
yeah, if you're gonna do like a party animator vibes of like a cartoon, you need the bobblehead because it makes it so much better
Yeah, it makes it so
than just
funny.
having like a green mask.
But he had no eye holes, so this poor man is walking around in this
Yeah.
giant mask and he can't see, and he keeps like lifting it up and peeking out the bottom of the chin of the mask so he could see.
Yeah, that was
It's
kind
like,
of
wow,
breaking the
dedication.
fantasy, but it was dedication.
It was cute. And then they also had Transformers on stilts. And my favorite was the pole. I think every party needs a glowing pole. This pole turned from a limbo pole into a stripper pole that everyone was grinding on.
I know.
It was great. I was like, okay, notes taken.
And also, the people in this party were not playing around. This guy starts giving out tequila shots from the bottle, and he has a microphone, so he's like counting the seconds that the people are doing. And it starts cute, fresh, demure. It starts like 3 seconds, 4 seconds. People are like, woo, 4 seconds. Woo. Then this one person goes, 19, 20, 21. I'm like, girl, who is doing 21 seconds of tequila shots?
The last person ended up doing 40 seconds.
Yeah,
That's
this
sadistic.
woman did 40
Twisted.
seconds of tequila shots straight. I'm like, how does that happen? Because like, do you open your throat?
Yeah,
Like,
you're just like constant flow pour.
But like, it's like, I imagine they're not
You're like
tasting it. Is it like people don't taste it? Like, because you're opening the throat, you're like,
Yeah, I think it's also like the more drunk you are, the easier the hole in your throat just opens.
see, but I could never, because when I do shots, it's like I have to do it fast, so I don't taste it at all.
Usually, but on this occasion, you were sipping.
Well, I
Because
wasn't.
I didn't drink. I'm a sober gal now. If y'all don't know, I'm fully sober.
Sabrina.
But Sebb was sober for half the night, and then he said, "Let me try a shot or two."
Yeah.
But you were like doing it like a little
Well, not
Sip at a
like, but I
time.
would do like,
Half and then half.
yeah, like I would do like Sprite, a little bit of the shot, Sprite, swallow.
And how did that feel?
Good. How did that make you feel?
Yeah. Like, because you haven't been drinking as often
Yeah, no, it
either.
was-
So
it
did
had
you get
been
drunk
like
like fast? Was it like, because for me, now that I'm not much of a drinker, when I do drink, the reason I remind myself I don't want to anymore is because like even after having one, I'm like, oh, I feel sick. But like,
I don't
you
feel
didn't get that?
fit.
No.
No,
That's
I
good.
feel sickening. No, like tequila does make me feel sickening. I'm gonna be honest.
Tequila Tuesday.
No, wait, it had been like a month and a half that I didn't drink. So it was great because like when I did like the first shot, I was already feeling it.
That's what's great. Yeah. Like I'm not like sober in the sense that I don't think I'll never ever. Like I'm not like I was like a alcoholic, so I need to strictly say no for the rest of my life. But I am excited that if like say a year or so down the line I have a shot, it's gonna hit.
Yeah, it's more
Whereas my
like,
tolerance before was like ridiculous.
because we always say this is like it's fun it's fun and good for you. I feel like to take away the power to the substance.
Yeah, for sure. Like I
And
got to a
it's
point where
like-
in social situations I was kind of like, oh, I'm nervous about engaging with other people. Let me have a drink.
Yeah.
So I needed to like break away from that and learn more about myself as a person and how to just like be comfortable in my skin. So which I've found through sobriety, which is nice.
Yeah, and you do seem more comfortable and
Yeah, way more. It was weird because like during one of the recent super moons, it was like Aries, you're gonna start feeling a lot lighter, and like the next day,
you had
my
diarrhea.
social anxiety like disappeared, and it was like during the process of the sobriety. So it was very interesting how that all like aligned.
Yeah, and it's kind of like because it's like we have these things that like as a society we think that are a must, like going to a party, oh you must have a drink, things like that. But it's like once you start questioning that and like break that down, you're like, well, I don't have to have a drink. If I want to, I can, but I don't have to socialize or to be part of the party.
Yeah,
so like
it's like
once you take that power away and
from
give it
the
to yourself.
It's like we've all learned some. I've seen the substance 3 times. Seb watched it for the 4th time last night with his parents. So it's very much like I think we learned from Sue and Miss Sparkle.
Yeah, Sue.
And it's like same with coffee. Like for me, now that I'm like in the sober journey, I'm like, well, I don't want to like. I've never been much of a coffee drinker, so I'm like, sometimes I'll feel like a little sleepy, and I'm like, oh, let me have a coffee. But I'm like, oh no, I don't want to like rely on coffee to feel awake, because that's kind of like relying on alcohol for a social situation. So yeah, I think it is about like not using substances as a crutch.
Yeah, exactly. Like not relying on something, more like remembering that you are the human with the control. So it's like if you want to have like a coffee because it's like you like the taste and everything,
Right.
Sure, but not like first thing in the morning you're like, I need coffee right now before anyone talks to me. I don't know how people do that too, because it's like first thing in the morning I feel like I need something like
Light.
cleansing. I always do green tea vibes, like green juice. So like I feel like if I did coffee right away, first I would just like empty my body, my organs.
Yeah, that
because
part.
I already do, but like with the coffee, and then I would just like die of anxiety attack or something because not eating and then having coffee.
And yeah, it's been making me feel a lot lighter in the sense that I feel like through not using substances as a crutch, you learn to very much so like not be what's the word I'm looking for? I kind of lost my train of thought there. But like kind of like processing things and learning, oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Learning to like love yourself like more deeply, because it's like I was getting to a point where even when I was like sober in social events, I was just in my head and thinking about like, oh, people are judging me, et cetera, which is like what social anxiety is a lot of the time.
You were like, am I sitting correctly?
Right.
Oh, I should nod.
Right.
Oh, I should not nod.
Right. And then through like this sober journey and forcing myself to be more, to kind of like embrace the uncomfortable of in social situations, being sober, it's like I kind of learned more of like the power of my voice, like how to like hold my head up high and remind myself like, oh, I'm like, I should not apologize for how I come across immediately, like being like, oh, how are they going to think of this and this? And instead remind myself in the moment, just be yourself. And if someone doesn't really vibe with that, that's not your issue.
Yeah.
It's not something you have to get in your head about.
And also like kind of like, yeah, like it's like it's not that serious. Like if there's like an awkward silence or anything, like
Right.
you don't have to be like feeling pressure and being like, oh, I need to do something. It's like just like be in the moment.
Which I took from Queen Miley Cyrus said it best herself, because she kind of like went through a journey as well. As she like stopped smoking weed as much, and she felt same with like her phone. Like she was like, now when I'm in social settings, I'm sober because I'm not like high, but I'm also not looking at my phone, because like in those awkward, in those right, like in those silent moments, she would find herself pulling out her phone. So she forced herself not to do that, and then it allowed her to be more present, not only in the social situation, but in the silence, because I found a lot of peace in that now too, of like, oh, it doesn't, if no one's talking, it doesn't matter. Like if there's a moment of quietness, like life goes on, there's going to be a next moment of there is something to talk about. So you don't really have to feel like you need to talk. If there's nothing of substance to say, then
substance.
It's okay not to say anything at all.
Yeah.
Like the same with me in like my books, like I'll bring a book with me, and so if I feel like I want to like read at a dinner table, I'm gonna do it because I want to. And then when someone talks to me, I'll close my book and I'll talk. But if I don't feel like I have anything to say, oh, I like to educate, so I'm gonna read my book and learn something.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, finding the things that make you find who you are more, I guess.
And being unapologetically yourself. YouTube.
Seb's reading me. Once upon a time when we first started dating.
We started dating, and Dion literally sends me the ugliest photo of, no offense.
No, I mean, it was ugly.
Photo of a drawing he made.
Fail.
And like this big, like the size of my face. And he goes, I think I'm getting this tattoo done today. And I was like, Girl, what?
I designed it myself. Okay.
It was going to go on the other shoulder.
It was like peak YouTube for me, like peak of my like come up on YouTube. So I had like a little YouTube symbol, and it was like be unapologetically you, like as in YouTube.
Like it was like you, and then you wrote tube
with the symbol.
Yeah, and then there was like a little stick man.
Why was there a stick man?
I don't know, hanging from the YouTube or something.
Oh, that's cute.
And there was like another thing. There was like a few twists. And I was like, oh, that's cute. And then you were like, I want it all over my shoulder. I'm getting it done in a basement. I was like, by a guy that used to be in jail. I was like, are we sure about all these choices we're making today?
And another thing with the finding myself, it was great like being sober at an event where like I'm like, oh my god, now I know so much Spanish. Like I've worked so hard to like get to this point in my Spanish journey, so I'm feeling more comfortable around all these people because I can understand what's going on more. And then like I hit the dance floor, and I'm like, wow, I can just like, I've learned how to like really love myself in the sense that like I'm gonna dance like no one's watching, kind of vibe. And then
it was so fun.
Yeah, it was really cool to do that. And then this is also, I wanted to say to you, what's a tip you would say for like an MC? Because I've been to parties where an MC is kind of like microphone hog, they're killing the vibe. Yeah. But then at this party, the MC was like, I don't know, he had a talent for it. Like he knew how to keep the vibes going.
I find that in the Blanquito MCs, the white MCs.
Well, I guess it's because his goal was to like get you dancing.
Yeah. Like I find that the white MCs do it because they really like the sound of their own voice.
Yeah, like it's like they just want to do a speech.
Stand up. They want to do stand up comedy.
Right.
They're like, so and it's like, girl, you have to remember that you are not. This is not about you. Like you're an MC because you are keeping the crowd going.
And like your first time practicing your comedy chops should probably be at like a open mic
night. In front of
a
mirror.
Or that.
Yeah, like somewhere else that's not like a party. Because it's like when you're at a party and there's an MC, it's usually just to like bring up the hype and everything.
Right.
So a lot of people, mostly like in the North America, US, Canada.
Vanilla.
Yeah, the vanilla side of things. I've noticed that they just do it because they're like, oh, this is my time to be on the spotlight, instead of being, this is my time to pump up the party. So it's those different things. The one at this party was pumping up the party.
He was like, get low.
Yeah.
Now up high.
He was like literally giving instructions like, everyone dance now. Follow my lead. Left, right, left, right. And everyone's just doing it because they're like
now
having
it's
a
time
good
for
time.
what's the chain one where you all like.
Yeah, the conga line.
The conga
We
line.
did the conga line like so many times.
Turning into the bridge.
And
we got to go into everyone's smell everyone's armpits.
Nobody would question it because it's like you're having such a good time. You're like, sure, I will dance like a donkey.
Yeah.
It's like, sure, I'll jump 5 times. Even if I'm sweating a lot, I'll jump 5 more times.
Which I never took off my jacket the whole night.
I know, I was dying to take off my jacket, but I didn't. I don't know why.
I don't know, because I feel like when I'm in a suit, I like the vibe. Like, if I take off the jacket, I feel like it just doesn't look as cute for me.
Like, it's cute when you take off the jacket and roll up the sleeves, but it's more like, it's giving like, I'm blacking out tonight.
Right.
But if you keep the suit on, you're like, oh, I'm tipsy. Yes, lie.
Well, you said to me something that night. You're like, oh my God, you how classy. You still have all your buttons up at the end of the night. I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah, because you had like literally all 3 tightened. I was like, shit.
That was impressive for you for some reason. And then also Sebb went to the bathroom, and then he like, I finished peeing and I left the bathroom. He was still in the bathroom.
Well, because when I'm drunk, if I'm going to do one thing, it's like if I need to...
rock a drunk shit.
Yeah, if I need to poop, I'm going to do it. I don't care if it's in the club, in the bar, in a party. Like,
it's like a drunk pee. It feels right.
Yeah, it feels right. Like, the last thing I want to be is drunk and bloated because I have to poop.
Hell no. That's
and I
worst.
know it's going to come out real fast if I'm drunk. So I like go into the bathroom, I sit down, it all comes out. I'm like, delicious. I clean up, put my pants up, and then come out.
Do yourself a big one, literally. No, because I'm outside. I'm waiting. And eventually I'm like, maybe he peed faster than me and he's not shitting in there, because like, where the fuck is he? And then what song was it? It was like, I love you, baby. I was like, oh my God, what if he's on the dance floor? I want to go sing this to him. So I run to find you on the dance floor, and I ended up singing that song to your aunt because you were not there.
Because I come out of the bathroom and our friend is in the bathroom too, and I'm like, oh, is Dion still in the toilet? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. So I'm waiting.
Which, like, how would he know?
And I'm waiting. I'm like, girl, is he shitting too? I'm like, Dion. You're not answering. I'm like knocking on the door. I'm like, Dion, hello. You're not answering. I'm like, girl. And then this other guy just comes out of the toilet that you were in. I'm like, oh, this bitch left me.
Yeah, and then you come up to me and you're like, oh my God, you left me. I'm like, no, the song I Love You Baby just ended. You missed it, bitch, because you were rocking a fat turd.
Yeah.
Come on now.
But it worked out.
It was a really good party.
It was for the best.
It ended up being super rewarding for me, because I think it's like the first time I've been at that big of a party sober. And like I refused so many shots. Like, people straight up asked me like, why aren't you drinking? And I was just like, oh, I don't drink anymore. So, because like in the past they'd be like, oh no, I just have to like get a water shot and pretend. So to like get to that level of comfortability with like being like, no, that's not what I'm doing right now. It was cool.
Because if I'm not drinking, I like doing the water shot just because I like the vibes of like, wow.
Well, I wanted to for the vibes, but nobody was providing me with the water shot.
Yeah, it's just like that's the extra step.
It wasn't like at our wedding where I had a designated bestie to hand me water shots.
If you don't ask for it at the same time, then it's like it takes longer to get here.
And then everyone's already taken the shot and you're like...
Yeah, you're like, wait.
But honestly, pro tip, like I said, just be unapologetic about it and use your fist. I was just fisting the shots. I was like, yes. And like only got a few weird looks. And like I said, with the awkward silence, like you're not going to die from a weird look.
Yeah.
You know, life goes on. And at the end of the day, people are either drinking just have fun or for their own sort of like social comfortability level. So it's really not about you anyway.
Yeah, like life is about
dancing like no one's watching.
Yeah, like everyone's life is about themselves.
Yeah, you gotta remember that.
Really thinking that deep about you.
Yeah, like you're the main character in your life, but not anyone else's.
Exactly.
So don't stress it out.
Exactly.
So to wrap that up, I'd say I slayed because Sebb was drunk and I had to drive home. So it was my first time driving in Mexico.
I know, Dion's first time driving in Mexico. I was like, shit, because at first I was like, Dion, you're gonna drive, and I thought he was gonna say no, and I was like,
no, I thought you were joking because like I every time when we're with your family,
somebody else drives.
Yeah, or when we're with your family, they're like, oh no, Dion, you can't drive because you're not like on the insurance.
Yeah.
which like it was only 2 streets, so I was like, I don't give a fuck.
And I was like, hopefully he says yes, so we don't have to call it over. And you're like, okay. I'm like, slay. I feel like you need to drive more here because I'm in my passenger princess era.
I feel that for you, but it was nighttime and there's not many cars on the road, which is why I did a good job.
Yeah.
Like, I still don't think I could pull off driving here in the daytime because
I mean, in Canada,
Mexico roads are very like kind of hectic, and Mexican drivers are extremely like move the fuck out of my way.
In Canada, you're still a messy driver, so
exactly, and that's when there's like there's like clear lanes. Here sometimes there's like some of the intersections here. I'm like, how the fuck do you know when to go?
It's just like you feel the vibes.
That's very not my thing. I need a logical light that tells me when to go. Fuck that.
That's why here you always just feel the vibes when you're driving. That's why when I was driving, when I was driving in Canada, I was always like, when do I turn? And you're like, when the light tells you. And I'm like, but that doesn't make
that's
sense.
not what I want
like,
to.
I would get the green light.
That's
like,
not the vibe.
Like, when you're driving this, when you have to turn left.
Okay.
And then there's traffic coming this way.
Right. So it feels stressful.
The vibes here would just be like, you go fast, and then even if people are coming this way.
Hell no.
And then that's why I would always do it, and then people would honk at me. I'm like, what, girl? You saw me coming. But now I know that in Canada it's like,
that's illegal.
You stop and they go first and then you go. I was like, girl, you're literally seeing me turning around and you're honking at me. Just slow down.
Our brains work in different ways, I think.
Yeah.
Because that would make me lose my mind. I cannot. Anyways, pivoting. You were talking about the flight here.
The flight here, Mocha was so rude.
He's
like,
a
girl, we have a demon dog. Like, he's a gorgeous angel.
Angel on land.
Yeah.
Angel when he's not in the sky.
We gave him.
Well, he's also annoying in cars, but worse in the plane.
Our vet gave us like these 2 pills that you give to him to get together the night before, and then an hour before, and then 2 hours before.
Calming, you know.
Yeah, like calming anxiety, and like she said, he's gonna be like good, maybe fall asleep, and I'm like, great.
Which I didn't have any belief or expectation because last time she gave us this med, same thing. It just doesn't work on him.
Last time was a different one. This time I asked for another one.
Okay.
Last time it didn't work. This time we gave him the night before, a few hours before the flight, and nothing, bitch.
Well, I feel like it worked a little bit better because last time it was like constant crying. This time at least it was like, cry for a minute, stop for 10 seconds.
No, because he would cry for a minute, and then I had literally like a whole ass baby bag, diaper bag with like millions of treats, millions of like little toys that you put the treats in. I had like the little lick pads, everything, more calming treats. And he would start crying, and I would give him like the ball with the treats, and he would like.
And now he knows that
chomp it in like 10 seconds.
Your mom bag, and now he knows that it has all those goods in it, and every night he barks at it in the room, and I'm like, Mocha, that's for the plane, honey.
Yeah, and then like he was fine as soon as we got in the plane, and then we put him under the seat, and he goes, ah, ah, ah. I'm like, girl, nobody's stabbing you.
Well, also, like, let's call out the animal cruelty of it all. Like, wicked, hello.
Yeah, that was so rude.
It's so fucked up. They do this thing where they ask you to, well, they don't ask you, they make you zip tie the bag closed.
Yeah.
And each time we have 2 zippers. So I'll let them zip tie one, and then we hide the other zipper. Like, try and not let them see it. Because if there ever comes a day where they try and zip tie both,
it's like,
I will lose my shit.
Yeah, like this girl, like he's not zip tied, and then we're going in the plane. She's like, "Oh, wait 1 second," and she comes back with like 20 zip ties in her hand, and she's like, "We have to zip tie it." I'm like, "No, we have to give him some meds actually," and she's like, "We'll give them to him before the flight." I'm like, "No, you can zip tie this one." I pointed just the one, and then I like just held my ground
because it's fucked
and she's
up.
like, "Well, it's just so you don't take him out." I'm like, "Don't worry, we won't." But even if like there was an emergency or something, or if you want to give him water in a 4-hour flight,
exactly,
you should be able to.
And it's literal animal cruelty because, like, what if your dog has a seizure
right?
or a medical emergency? You're on a fucking plane with no sharp objects, so you can't cut open the zip tie.
But
I'm sorry, but I don't think you can shoot through a zip tie with your teeth. That's difficult.
No, last time we did it good though. Tips for anyone that is dealing with any of this: you grab the zip tie and you put it on backwards.
That's what I like, but she did it.
Yeah, but so next time we just grab them, like we can grab them, tell them to give it to us, and then we just put them backwards.
Oh, that's smart. Or like as they come up to you, be like, "Oh yeah, I got it," and then do it backwards without them noticing.
Because if you do them backwards, you can just undo it easily. Then you just go whoop.
Because it's fucked.
Don't sip
I'm sorry,
that
but if you're an
all,
airline
though.
person, top of an airline, like head CEO, cut that shit the fuck out because it's fucking really cruel.
And it's just this airline. I don't know why. Because the
Yeah,
other
no,
airlines
I
don't
don't
do
like
it.
I don't like it. It's really uncomfortable.
And it's like, I feel like it's about time. If your dog is nice, like Mocha, let him out. Like, he's just literally just going to sleep on our legs.
Yeah. Like if
If
you're flying
he's
in a
not
plane,
on
you know
our
there's going to be
legs-
a dog in a flight. There's dogs in every flight.
There was like 5 dogs in our flight.
Exactly. So it's like if you're allergic to a dog, well then sorry, don't go on a plane because there's always dogs
No,
and
you
cats on
can
planes.
say it, and they usually change your seats. Like they find a way.
Right. But like I'm saying, like you have to prepare for a dog to be there. So
Yeah.
they should be allowed on your lap because like like you said, if they're a trained dog like Mocha, when he's on our lap, you don't even know he's there.
Right, like he's literally passed out, but if he's in the back, he's just crying a lot.
Losing his shit. And then everyone around you is like death stares, worse than when there's a baby. They're like, why the fuck is there, I paid for this seat and now I have a dog crying under my seat. Because that's what I feel bad about. If he's on my lap, like he's in my seat. But if once you put him under the seat, he's annoying the person in front of you.
Yeah, and everyone. But he stopped crying when I like carried the whole bag and I just put it on my legs.
Right.
He was like, because he likes to be like on the same level as us, I guess.
And I think it's also like when they're under the seat, it's probably
So
very
much
loud.
noise, yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's good. And
Poor
you feel every
baby gets
vibration of the
scared.
plane.
Yeah,
That's scary.
baby.
But he thrived. He's here and he's enjoying his Christmas in Mexico.
I know. And then also, good movie Dion picked.
Which
It
one?
starts off very straight movie vibes.
Are you
But
talking about-
carry on.
It was Slay.
It was pretty slay, I must say.
I think his name's Tanner Egerton, the one from Rocket Man starred in it.
But I hated him.
Oh, well, yeah. His character was annoying.
It's like there were so many instances where he could have used his TSA powers
I
to
guess.
break it off.
But he was under the threat of like if someone told me like, I'm going to murder your manses, of course I'm going to be stressed and do what they say.
Yeah, but you can also like, I don't know, like
Happy,
the way
healthy,
like,
safe.
I don't know. I think he was very stupid.
Speaking of people calling in, I have to mention, we brought up our love for Lindsay Lohan's Our Little Secret.
Oh my God, yeah.
And I guess one of y'all
Rudy?
is trying to prank me.
No, I think Lindsay Lohan is a Rudy of the show.
That would be
I think
great.
she listens to So Rude, the podcast.
Which, like, if that is the case,
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
We would love
Not
to
only
have
do
you in
we-
the podcast.
that part, not only do we adore you, but we're also very good at acting. And if you're looking for two gays to be in your next movie, we will deliver.
We should make Our Little Secret part 2.
Yeah. Like, you know, like how you didn't audition for any movies after your first one?
Same,
Girl, hook us up with that same
Same,
vibe. We don't want to
girl.
audition, just cast us. But yeah, I get an email. It says Lindsay Lohan in the
Subject.
subject and the whatever, and it's like, hi, just want to say this is Lindsay. Just want to say thanks. Just want to say thanks for the support. And I'm like, so who the fuck is pranking me?
And then it just says Lindsay Lohan. And then the email is like, Lindsay Lohan contact at gmail.com. I'm like, oh, that's Lindsay, girl.
That's definitely
I
her.
feel like if we reply to the email, she's going to be like, oh, thank you for being such a great fan. I love you. Also, by the way,
Send me a coupon.
my car just got towed
Yeah.
and I really want to make it to this next movie. Could you send me $300?
We need a GoFundMe for the next movie.
No, that'd be iconic, but too bad it's fake. Don't fall for fake scams. Dion's always like, Seb, is this real? Is this real? And it's like the fakest text ever. It's like CanadaPost.com,
I'm like,
.gmail.com.
You know, I'm media literate. I went to school for like media training basically. So I just don't understand how, if I can fall victim to not knowing if it's real or not, like poor people who are like, I don't know, in their 70s and have no idea how to use technology.
I always feel bad for like, grandmas, grandpas that get scammed so easily.
Yeah, let's try
And like one time I almost got scammed, like my first time in Canada, that I got a call and they're like, you just want a cruise ship. And I was like, oh my God, really? And I'm like, oh my God, that's great. And they're like, yeah. So we just have to charge you a $25 fee and then we will.
What's your credit card number?
Yeah, literally. And I was like, well, I literally got to that point, and then they're like, I'm like, wait, can you like, okay, I'll give you my credit card number, but can you like send me some information on my email so I can look through it?
They're like, no, just give us your
Yeah,
firstborn
they're like,
child.
No, we don't. We usually just like get the charge, and then you will get like all the information. I was like, oh, I've been scammed. Like I didn't get scammed, thank goodness, but
Rumpelstiltskins are rude. We don't like a so rude scammer.
yeah,
No.
It's like people that scam should just get alive.
You know what else is another scam?
What?
Well, in a perfect world, I would like it to be real and like, you know, everyone lives happy ever after and like people are healthy. But the Russian cancer vaccine.
Yeah, how do we feel about that one?
How do we feel about that? I feel like my life motto is trust no bitch, and I don't trust it.
Yeah.
I want to be like, oh my God, like, yes, medicals are turning the page on like robbing people and it's going to be like a better world and they're going to like stop abusing the healthcare system. But I don't believe it.
Because it's so random that Russia goes from like hating all the gays and literally killing them all to being like, we discovered the cancer vaccine free for everyone.
What, is it only free for the gays?
No, like they say free for everyone, but it's kind of weird.
It's so weird. Like to my Russian listeners, I would highly advise you probably don't trust that.
No, like look into all the ingredients
and let us know.
Research.
If you're a Russian listener, let us know what you think.
Because like it would be
we
like,
are very
right? Everybody, like it's like
skeptical.
it's literally something that everybody wants.
Yeah, it's like it's a thing everyone talks about for like the last decade that
like,
we're like,
no.
oh, we're pretty sure there's a cancer cure, but they just don't want to release it.
Yeah, like since you're born, everyone's like looking for a cure of cancer.
But why would that change? Unless it is okay. Here's another theory that just popped into my head. What if it is real, and Russia's like trying to become like the leading country in the world by releasing it? They're like, oh, fuck America, like being America's the country to be in. Let's take back the reins here. Maybe they're gonna release the cancer vaccine. Maybe they're gonna open up gay rights.
Yeah, that'd be great.
You know, maybe a full 180. Maybe they see how America's going back.
But like,
and they're like, you know what? Let's reverse Uno.
Because allegedly they helped Trump get in office
to
ruin
fuck over America, and now they're playing the reverse Uno. I'm into it if that's the case, because like we need more countries doing the right stuff.
Yeah, let's manifest
the goods.
That.
But yeah.
Na zdrowie.
No, what does that mean?
I think it's like cheers.
Na zdrowie.
I was gonna say, oh yeah, in the party we were talking to our friends and they were saying how like what's the drunk tank? What's like when you're caught drunk driving?
The drunk tank, yeah.
The drunk tank in Mexico advertises their meals they have every night. Like apparently they give you like really good food when they catch you drunk driving. Don't drunk drive. That's
like,
stupid.
It's just like a generalization in every country or in Mexico?
Just in Mexico. And like for Christmas, they're always advertising like, for Christmas we will have turkey and blah 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 spaghetti, like a whole ass Christmas meal. It's wild, no?
That's making it enticing,
right?
Well, I thought like if you get caught, well, I don't know about in this country, but like in Canada, if you get caught drinking and driving, you're not going in the drunk tank. Like you're gonna get like in jail, like because that's like a huge crime. But if you get, I think the drunk tank is more for like if you're at like a club blackout and you're like causing a scene.
Oh no.
They'll put you in for the night.
I think in Mexico there's like a drunk tank if they catch a drunk driving.
Really? And
then there would be like a jury or something. No, I'm assuming.
Well, I mean, it's highly illegal in Canada. I don't know.
But it got me thinking, makes me think like, what would be your last meal?
I would just not drunk drive. I would just get.
No, I'm not saying like, I'm saying in general. Like if you were like, okay.
I know, but I'm saying that I would not drunk drive. I would get drunk and then just go to the drunk tank and be like, I'm so wasted. Could I get some food?
You call your Uber there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you call the Uber there, then say, hey, can you get out real quick? I just like want to get the free food.
You're drunk
and you're like, you park the car, but you're like, you get in the seat and you're like, hey, beep, beep. And they're like, girl, you have to come in. What's for dinner? Yeah.
I'm like, I don't like the menu tonight. Never mind.
Like, no,
that's not what was on the website.
That's not what was advertised.
They just throw a bucket of water in your face and say, wake up.
No, but yeah, what would be your last meal?
My like, hello, hi, you're dying tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh God, fuck. I'm gonna have to say those chicken postres or whatever they're called.
Postres?
Costres? I don't know.
Oh, costres.
Just like a nice cheesy quesadilla moment with chicken.
Oh,
that would be nice. Or I do love like a extra sauce, double cheese, chicken pizza.
See, my last meal we had to be like a last
feast,
like a last breakfast lunch, dinner, dessert combo.
We're talking about the whole day.
I think so, because I just can't pick just one single thing.
Okay, then for breakfast, I want like a yogurt parfait.
Oh yeah,
like a Greek yogurt parfait, and like eggs.
A sunset super.
Yeah. Pancakes.
Yeah, with pancakes.
Well, are you doing pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes, I think.
Same.
But chocolate chip pancakes.
Some apple juice.
Oh my god, and the Cracker Barrel. No, my last breakfast would be just like the Cracker Barrel
cheesecake pancakes.
The cheesecake pancakes and the potato.
Oh my god,
hash brown casserole.
It's like literally like somebody jizzed in potatoes.
Yeah, the hash brown casserole is where it's at from Cracker Barrel.
And I enjoyed jizz.
As soon as
what I imagine jizz would be like for people who like jizz.
As soon as I enter Cracker Barrel, I can smell the casserole and I just turn into a southern lady.
Which one do you think sounds less appealing, jizz or cum? Like which word to you gives you more of the ick? Because I said jizz to be more appropriate than cum, but I feel like jizz sounds worse.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, like thinking about both words, they both sound
unpleasant.
Unappealing. I feel like maybe I'm not in the... And I'm not craving mood
right
now.
We'll say
it wouldn't be my last meal. I'll just say that. Well, if it comes from Luigi Mangione.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding.
We'll say sperm. We'll be very official.
That was not.
No?
No.
Sperm on my face, daddy.
No.
What about put your babies on my face?
No.
I hate that one.
There's just I feel like it depends if you're in the mood, because if you're in the mood, anything can be hot.
Well, if daddy says it.
No, so for lunch, my last lunch would be...
Ooh, lunch is a hard one.
Oh my god.
I want like a good sandwich, like a solid like turkey. I want some mayo. Yeah. Lettuce,
for starter,
tomato.
I think I would do those pizza...
Panini press.
No, remember those pizza spring rolls from
Disney
those were
banging.
Those were really good. So that would be my starter. And then I think I would do like all you can eat sushi.
I was gonna say, fuck, we can't have no sushi on our last day.
Yeah, all you can eat sushi for lunch. Then you have the little sushi coma, and then you wake up for dinner.
Oh my god.
Dinner though.
Dinner.
Oh, that's
maybe like a full Christmas turkey dinner vibes.
Oh yeah, like a Thanksgiving vibe.
Yeah, that's always nice.
That'd be cute.
But I also I want my lasagna. I want my
tour of Italy.
I want my quesadilla. I want my fettuccine alfredo.
Tour of Italy.
It would be like in the substance. I would be eating so much.
Yeah, like the room with full of food. That's me with a whole chicken.
It would be death by vomiting at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
That sounds correct.
Oh, I'm excited. We have a So Rude fairy. Hello.
Hello. Hi. Is this the Fairy Rude Mothers?
Yes.
Oh my god. Please, could you help me?
Yes, honey.
Dear Fairy Rude Mother, my best friend stole my man by sending him nudes while we were together.
What?
And now she wants my forgiveness, saying, well, you guys weren't meant to be. The fuck do I say?
Girl, absolutely not.
Kick her to the curb.
If your best friend is sending nudies to your man, and was your man sending nudies back?
Well, he left her for the nudie sender.
That's messed up.
That's treacherous. I would never forgive, and I would never go back to that toxic.
Like,
because what are you gonna do? Third wheel on the dates?
Yeah, you're like, oh hi, remember me?
Fuck that.
No, I would dump the friend, dump the ex, and maybe I recommend go to your friend's house, make out with her dad.
That's a good
or
one.
her mom.
Friends break up, friends get married,
and
friends make up with their dad.
Again with your ex-boyfriend's dad or
ex-boyfriend's
mom.
Cheater dad.
I feel like that'd be iconic, and like that way they can never forget or forgive as well.
Yeah, like be like, I know you liked sending my ex nudes, so here's a photo of me making out with your dad.
Yeah. Oh, do a sex tape consensually with your dad. And then...
Well, that's next level. That's going to scar some serious scars. That's going to hurt the brain.
Well,
it's like when you watch The Substance for the first time, you're like, what happened?
Oh,
I need to process this. So good.
But yeah, we recommend that and maybe just some therapy.
Speaking of...
Ring.
Wait, we have another call? The calls are off the line today. Hello?
Dear Fairy Rude Mothers.
Yeah, this is us. What's up?
I caught my man watching Santa Claus corn.
Oh.
I think he wants me to put on a suit and call him Santa.
Oh.
What should I do? Should I do it or not?
I'm gonna say embrace it.
Yeah, it is the season of giving and receiving.
Yeah, so there's nothing like a ride on Santa's sleigh.
Tis the damn season. Yeah, like it depends. Does he want? How do you know he wants you to be Santa? Maybe he wants you to be an elf. And
you can make
be
it
Santa.
really fun. Like
right?
You could bring like the Santa's bag with you, full of like toys. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
could be a real good time.
Yeah. I feel like get creative. Get the Santa suit. Get the toys.
Is this a straight couple and the guy wants her to dress up as Santa?
They didn't specify.
Because then you could like reverse Uno that shit as well and be like, well, you're gonna dress up as Claus.
Oh yeah.
I want to see you in drags, mama.
That could be hot as well.
That could be an interesting
tis the season
take.
to be fun, be naughty.
Tis the season to peg.
Yeah, tis the season to peg.
It's a perfect pegging opportunity because it's like, well,
it's Santa, not me.
Exactly, cosplay.
Do it, honey. Do we talk about how we got hit on by moms at the gym?
Oh my god, I think we have to. What?
I was checking if we was focused. We are
Yeah,
focused.
is the lighting okay, y'all? We're kind of dealing with the sun setting on us.
Well, we were at the gym, and Dion likes to do, you like to like go up and down, left and right,
like
front and
Santa
center.
In this cosplay scene. Yes. I basically love like a calisthenics mobility moment, moving the body. And the gym here is amazing because they have like this rope dangling from the ceiling, so you can pull yourself up it, which I don't get to do in Canada, so I always seize the moment and I'm like, yes, this is gonna it's just so good for your muscles. I live.
Yeah.
And what I do is when I get to the Mocha, don't bite that. When I get to the top of the rope, I like put my legs in the air and like go upside down.
You're like, whoa, I came in like a wrecking ball.
So I guess people were like watching me do this and they were impressed. And when we're about to leave, we get the classic question.
No, we're leaving, and I noticed this girl is like right in my face like this, and I'm like looking in the mirror like la la la, and then like she's not moving, so I like turn.
And throughout our whole workout, I saw them like looking at us from the other side of the gym and whispering, and I was like, classic straights judging the gays. Moving on.
And then I just looked to her, and she's like, "Good morning." I'm like, "Hi, good morning."
What do you want, girl?
And I have my headphones on, but they're like paused, so I like can hear everything. And then she turns around and she goes, "They're so strong. They're just very strong." And she's telling her friend. Her friend's like, "Oh yeah, they're very strong." And I'm like, And then she turns around and she's like, "You guys are so strong." And I'm like, "Thanks." And then the other girl goes, "Do you guys do calisthenics or what?" I'm like, "Yeah, he does a lot." I'm like, I copy what he does. And then she goes, "Are you guys brothers, friends, cousins?" I'm like,
Esposos.
"Keep it coming, honey." I'm like, "No, we're husbands." And they're like, "Oh, wow. Well, you guys are so strong."
Well, like once you said esposos, husbands, I saw like suddenly she was like a little, her face like looked disappointed.
Yeah.
Which is why we think we were being.
I think they were like, "Oh, perfect one for each."
Yeah.
And I'm like.
Which was super cougar.
It's very. What's that word?
I don't think I've ever been hit on by someone of that age.
I know, we love to see it.
We do.
There is a market for everyone. And we also just got haircuts, so we do look very fresh.
Yeah, the Shiseido is working.
Yeah. But yeah, so they said we're very strong. And then if we were doing calisthenics, we stand.
But like once people ask, "Are you guys like brothers? You look so much alike." I always like can't help but turn to a little bitch and just like walk away and ignore them.
Yeah.
Because to me, it just gives like deflecting, like just ask. You obviously just want to ask if we're gay. You obviously just want to ask if we're dating.
Like for me, it depends. Like there's times where it's like obvious. It sounds like that.
Because it's just like when people say to queer couples, "You look alike," but don't say it to straight couples when it's usually the same. Like straight couples look similar as well. It's like, it just gives like passive aggressive homophobia.
Yeah. Because it's like, well, like to some people it might not be passive aggressive, but it's like, I feel like you shouldn't say it because there's like a lot of people would say it with like homophobia vibes, like, "Wow, you guys look so alike."
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like you can always tell the vibes as well.
Right.
Like it's
they
like,
didn't seem like,
because like sometimes
rude.
if we're like walking and holding hands and then someone says, "Are you guys brothers?" It's like, girl,
try again.
You know better, honey.
And it's just toxic because it's kind of like when people are like, oh, like, how do you date someone of the same sex? Like, ooh, like it's giving that.
Yeah, but I always think about what they said in Thailand, that it was like, they say couples that are together for a long time start to like smile the same and things like that.
If they're happy.
So like that, if they're happy, it's like, because like that's how they start looking like because they're like laugh the same.
And it's like almost like because you're emitting this like shared joy that you have. So that's really cute.
So I could see that.
And also like flip side of me being like, once they ask that question, I'm like, oh, done with you. I guess sometimes you have to give people the benefit of the doubt and kind of like not assume you know where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Until proven otherwise.
But then sometimes it's really weird too, because it's like when they're like, are you guys twins? We get that a lot. Are you guys twins?
Right.
I'm like, girl, we don't really look like twins.
Not at all.
And then when I do see twins in public, I never have the urge to say,
exactly. That's why it's
are you guys twins? Like, I don't know if it's just
underhanded.
like people are just really weird sometimes, but like I've never saw someone that I don't know and said, I'm gonna ask them if they're twins. Exactly. Even if they look really the same.
And also, yeah, exactly. And like if they when they ask that and we say no, they're always like, oh, really? No, are you sure?
Right?
Like, yes, I'm sure, bitch.
Like the perfect example is like that. I had those two friends a long time ago, and you thought they were dating,
right? And
then at the end of like the night, I was like, oh no, they're sisters. But you never asked
them.
You never went, are you guys sisters? And they look alike. You never said, are you guys twins? You just thought they were dating.
But I also didn't.
But you didn't
I didn't, because exactly. Keep your mouth shut if you don't know. Yeah. I didn't know, so I wasn't gonna be like, are you guys dating? Because imagine if they were sisters, which they were. Like I went home. Really funny. I went home and then politely asked you, are they lesbians? And then you were like, no, girl, they're sisters.
They're sisters.
But I kept that shit to myself.
But yeah, we live in a world with doubts. And you know what I don't doubt?
That the next Trader season's gonna kill.
Oh, that too.
I'm really excited.
It's gonna be really
January
good.
9th, which is like wild. That's like not even a month away.
I'm kind of pissed that we're not in the season, but don't worry. There's more seasons coming. We'll be in the next one with Trey Ties.
I think we could kill it. Cast us.
Yeah.
But they've got Chriselle. They've got Parvati from Survivor. Bob. They've got Rob from Survivor, which like who cares at this point? But
I'm excited. It's going to be a good season.
I just to see Bob on my screens again, I'm very excited.
I'm excited to get my Trader on.
Yes. And it's crazy because I remember when I first heard about Bob being on it, I was like, oh, 2025, bitch, I have to wait that long. And now it's here.
It was a long time ago now.
Yeah. Christmas is 2 weeks away. Wait, what? Christmas is like a week away.
Christmas is like 5 days away.
Christmas is 5 days away.
No, 7.
A week.
Oh, a week away.
That's crazy.
New Year's is 2 weeks away.
Damn.
I'm hoping Taylor says something on New Year's Eve.
What do you want her to say?
Well, no, honestly,
what's your like, what would be best case scenario?
Best case scenario, she's just thriving, relaxing.
What? I thought you wanted an announcement.
Yeah, the best case scenario, she's just thriving, relaxing, because it's been a long time coming for her relaxation.
Please, this poser here.
Poser.
Every time she just relaxes, you and all our little Swiftie gang are like, how very dare she.
I never say it, and I say, oh my God, announcement tonight, but as a joke. Like, I'm never like mad that there's not an announcement. Like,
disappointed though.
Some people were like disappointed with the end of the Eras tour. They're like, wow, it really was just like a regular show. There was no announcement or anything. She was having all this build up. It's like, girl, like this build up was
from the fans.
Yeah, it was made in your mind. And it's like, it was supposed to be a regular end of the show because she's celebrating the show.
Not to mention
the dancers, the production.
Grateful.
Yeah, so it's like a lot of people were like mad about that. And I was like, girl, like, why are you getting mad over that? Like,
she did like over 100. How many shows did she do?
Yeah, like she killed the last show. Like that was the point. It was like she's just having like celebrating herself.
Right.
It's not about you.
But okay, so without her being in her little like relaxing vibes.
So
what would your dream announcement be?
So the
question is, would you rather announce Rep or a new album?
I think realistically it would be Rep. But it could also be iconic if it was a new album. But like the thing is, on the last tour and the last stop, she's saying New Year's Day.
Okay.
And it was kind of odd because she's singing like all this like Long Live, Place in This World, all these songs that are like about like celebrating the fans and everything. And then she puts New Year's Day in there. which is like kind of odd because it's like New Year's Day. So what's happening New Year's Day?
Yeah, that's giving Easter egg vibes.
Right. And then there was no long written post about the end of the tour. So maybe what's going to happen is New Year's Day she's going to announce the documentary for the Eras tour and like write a whole ass paragraph saying, love the tour, blah, 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 documentary.
Yeah, I could see that because like they've already confirmed basically that that's happening now.
Yeah, so I think it would be documentary, the next year TS12, and the next year Reputation and Taylor's version. That's my predictions.
You don't think Rep is coming till 2027?
2026.
Jesus.
Like 2025 documentary and TS12.
Yeah. Okay, I could see that.
Because I think the urgency to get the Taylor's versions is somehow like
gone.
Like if she had the urgency to do it, she would have done it like during the Eras tour.
Yeah.
Because it would make sense that at the end of the Eras tour, she owns all of the albums.
Right.
But I think now she's having more fun like just creating.
Yeah, like I mean, we know that she's like per album she creates so much more than she releases.
Yeah.
So she's so hyper creative that she's definitely got a couple albums waiting.
And also there's a movie coming. Remember she wrote a screenplay and she was going to direct the movie.
Oh yeah.
So she's probably going to do that too.
True.
She should cast us.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like Ari, like take some time away and do something else creatively in another way.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like she might feel a little overfulfilled in the music department.
Yeah, and I feel also like after the Grammys last year where like they kind of snubbed her, and then
What do you mean? She won and announced her album,
no, Ariana.
Oh yeah.
They kind of snapped her, and then like her fans were like playing all the leaked songs and everything.
Right.
She kind of is probably like, I'm gonna stick to like the movie magic for now.
Yeah, because a lot of people were saying that oh my god, like Ari's not gonna, she hasn't like announced a tour, and she's saying like there's not gonna be a tour soon. And for me, it's like obviously not.
For what? Oh, for Sunshine, Eternal Sunshine?
I guess, but it's like obviously not because she's gonna be busy promoting Wicked 2.
Yeah.
She's busy like she just finished filming Wicked 2, no? So like give her a minute.
Yeah, I feel like people need to stop playing creative director. Like it's like everyone online just feels like they're like perfect marketing, creative director, music knowledgeable. And it's like, girl, like maybe we don't know it all.
Exactly.
Maybe like everyone's just doing their own thing.
And she's already expressed that she is in a part of her life where she's enjoying doing the musical theater stuff.
Yeah.
So like she said, okay, I'm not gonna hang up my pop hat forever, but she did just release an album not too long ago.
Right? Like give her a break, bitch.
And maybe go stream her album.
And stop streaming Jonas Brothers.
Ew, Nick Jonas is a hard yuck and a hard
Yes. Nick Jonas was tweeting Elon Musk, take us to the year 3000. Stop trying to suck Elon Musk's dick.
I know, it's like everyone's
it's
so
musky.
Everyone like they're all these like little man syndrome.
Yeah, not everyone.
No.
At straight men, stop trying
the
to suck
smallest
Elon
man who
Musk's
ever lived
dick.
vibes. They're like, oh my god, like he has so much power and I need to be on his good side. Like he doesn't give a fuck about you.
It's like, girl, he does not give a fuck about you.
Or anyone.
You are closer to being in the trash than to being anything like Elon Musk's wealth. So just stop it.
Because like way back when he was very like pro like LGBT rights and stuff, and then there was like the shift. He like completely like opposite, so awful to his trans kid and etc.
Because I feel like he was using that pro LGBTness to get more power and more money.
Exactly.
And then once he got ahead, he was like, okay, I'm done with this, to the trash.
And I hate when these straights are like, or even like I've seen like a lot of like, just like usually gays who like, well, I can only speak from what I've seen. Usually like gay guys who feel like they need to present very masculine.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, well, he did like make SpaceX or whatever bullshit. And it's like, what the fuck does that mean to you?
Yeah.
Like, do you really give a fuck that he's going to have people on Mars when you're dead?
Yeah. It's like, girl, like stop trying to suck his dick.
It is so obvious that it's just eating
very
ass.
obvious that it's like, it's just a men that want men validation.
Exactly.
And it's like, you're just so insecure that you're like, oh, Elon Musk, yeah, everything you do is great. It's like, no, bestie, I feel like you get more power by saying, okay, yeah, I recognize how he's a shit person with shit morals who is fucking up over a lot of people's lives.
You know, just like dismantling democracy.
Just because he has money doesn't mean he's an alpha.
No.
Ugh, I just want to kill myself for saying that word.
Girl, with that face, you're not an alpha. He looks like he just crawled out of a hole.
Right? Like, he looks
terrifying. Because it comes from the inside. Like, when I say that, it's like you can see in his eyes, he's like pure evil.
Yeah, pure evil, and he smells like rotten beans.
Yeah, exactly.
Allegedly. Don't sue us.
Well, it's all alleged.
Sue. Take care of yourself.
Bye.
Oh, do you think Santa Claus has a daddy? Yes or no?
Yeah, why not?
Right. Like, I would sit on his lap and be like, hi, Santa.
Well, like, Santa gave me my first camera, which started like my YouTube channel and everything, so I owe him a lot.
Oh, that's cute. Well, yeah, what was the best Santa Claus gift you ever got?
My first camera. Because I kind of like...
True, we wouldn't be here right now.
Exactly, we wouldn't have met.
That's wild. Thank you, Santa.
Thank you, Santa.
My favorite one, I think, was... My 4-wheeler was really fun.
Oh, that's cool.
But then... I'm trying to think. Well, one time I got the really cute one that I told you that it was like a little... What is that called?
Oh, my goodness. I don't know what they're called. Oh, I thought you were talking about those weird things that look like a fleshlight. That
oh, not the flubbers.
I'm like, I don't want to know why that was your favorite.
No, a bell. Like, you know, Polar Express.
Yeah.
How he gets a bell and it says, like, if you hear it, it's like you still believe. So I got that once. It was really cute.
I love that.
I
love that for you.
Oh, one time I got this thing from Pottery Barn that it was like a little space house.
Okay.
Made out of cloth, but it was really cute.
What's your favorite part of Christmas?
Santa. I'm kidding. My favorite part of Christmas.
I think for me it's between Christmas food and Christmas movies.
Oh yeah, I do love Christmas movies. I love like being at a mall with Christmas music. That's so cute.
I also love like just seeing our families be so happy.
True.
Like today we went to like watch like this little like preschool performance, Christmas performance, and like Seb's aunt like directed it kind of vibes, and just seeing like everyone like smiling at each other made me like almost cry.
Oh,
because I'm like, wow.
So cute.
Well, just after the pandemic, I feel like I've become a lot more appreciative of those little things.
Yeah, like more present.
Yeah. So definitely family for sure.
So cute. Make me cry.
You're so cute.
Bust into tears. Yeah, I feel like that's also too, because it's like I feel like as you grow older, you start like cherishing those moments more. So yeah. Christmas, holidays, New Year's, like it's like moments where it's like a lot of family gets together. So you're like, wow, like let's embrace these moments.
Exactly, and it reminds you like what matters and what to be grateful for. Things that Elon Musk forgot. All the above. I have to just talk about some more shows with you.
Manifesting.
What are you manifesting?
Karma.
Yeah.
Acts.
Karma is my kindness.
Yes.
The Traders we talked about. Sorry, Drag Race Canada. I want to say.
What are those outfits? What was her name?
Sanjina?
Yeah, like Sanjina was liking her, but her outfits I just did not like at all.
Yeah.
And like,
well, because what I wanted to say is like she talked about on the show like, well, not every drag queen has money for like designers, which is fair enough. But me and you were saying like, I think the talent of being a drag queen is like your craftiness, your ability to like you could take exactly like you could take
a trash.
You could take like used outfits or outfits off the rack. And you can upscale, like you can like repurpose. Mm-hmm. So like she was missing the repurpose talent.
Yeah, because it's like you can go to Forever 21 and get like the things from the sale rack and then just alter them, make them extra.
Yeah,
like,
come on now.
Not just get it and wear it and that's it. Because it's like then you're like, girl, like this is just Forever 21. That's This
is Drag Race. It's not ready to wear.
Yeah. So it's like you don't have to spend money, but just like juice it up a little,
right? And like that's just we're not like Sanjina. Your energy was lovely,
yeah,
but the outfit wasn't giving, and that's our opinion.
Yeah.
I also have to say my other opinion on Irma.
Oh, you're really pissed about her.
Yeah, like it was actually like getting under my skin. The reason I like auditioned for Drag Race once upon a time and almost got on and blah blah blah. And the reason I love drag for a large part is like I love looking at the makeup, and I just love like observing how different queens like transform their face and stuff.
Yeah.
And Miss Oh My God gives me heart palpitations because this weird contour thing they're doing is like actually,
because I guess it's meant to be like an old lady, is it?
I don't know if it's supposed to be like a take on like, oh, you like this, we have this idea of like a beautiful drag queen and I'm trying to do the opposite of that. But whatever the fuck it is, the commentary on it's not working.
Yeah, it's coming off like clowny, like just like not clowny like camp, just clowny from like a kids section at a restaurant that's making balloons.
Yeah, it's also giving like
with chalk.
Like you've been auditioning. They said they've been auditioning since season 1, so you just think the makeup would have elevated a little bit.
Yeah,
for season 5.
Because I feel like sometimes some drag queens want to have like that little individualistic makeup brand.
Yeah, like they want it to be like their thing.
Yeah, but it's like sometimes that thing is just not working.
And it's not working.
No.
It's like, I don't know. At first I was like, are they trying to give like a puppet or like a cat? Because they do like a line here too.
Yeah, and the
teeth.
Like
make like their nose look even bigger. I'm like, I'm confused.
It's weird.
We love a big nose, but girl.
But Mocha's so cute. He's stepping in for Mistress Isabel.
Yes.
Right now.
He's like, we have to rise above and make sure Mistress isn't missed.
Oh.
But yeah, that's really what I had to say about that. Also, the previous episode, spoilers. The Virgo Queen was robbed.
Which one was it?
So remember she had like kind of like the Clueless moment. It was like,
oh
had
yeah,
like the
that was
red,
so good.
the red and the matching gloves and like the denim on the plaid. It was, and they made that.
Who won?
They weren't even in the tops. The top who won was Minnie, who did like showed their body moment.
Oh yeah.
But then yes, her like
that one was really cool.
Right,
yeah.
but the challenge was the other outfit, which was just like a one piece. And it was ugly, which I guess is fine because it's supposed to be like the challenge was off the rack, like from the store, ready to wear. So I get it, but like the Virgo Queens was so good, and then Jaylene Time was right there. Her outfit was amazing, and I remember her flowy outfit was like the water goddess. So I just think like it was a weird judging episode.
Yeah, but Minnie did really well as well.
Right. Yeah, Minnie did well. Like I'm not taking away from Minnie.
Isn't doing a jumpsuit really hard?
To sew? Yeah, I mean, it did look really good. Don't get me wrong. But I just think the Virgo Queen should have been in the top 3.
Yeah, the Virgo Queen was really well. So like the perfectionality of it was really there for both of them.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, we stand. I'm excited for the next episode.
We just watched Dexter.
Oh yeah, Dexter was good.
Original Sin. I had low expectations because I heard it was a prequel, and I really wanted, after seeing Dexter New Blood, where it was like kind of like a cliffhanger, I wanted to see what happens next. But
they're showing what happens before.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Which is cool because apparently after this season they're doing Dexter Resurrection.
I had no idea Dexter
where they're going to continue.
was this big.
Oh well, I mean, Dexter was amazing.
Yeah, like
so now that they're bringing it all back,
she was huge.
And then Dexter Resurrection will show the continuation of Dexter New Blood.
Wow.
So Dexter Original Sin, I've been loving. The guy who they picked is great casting.
I'm excited
from the OA or something.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the next episodes.
Yeah, it was cool to see like how his dad, like the backstory they made of like his dad tried to get him to be like a doctor to control his dark passenger, all these little things, and like how
his first kill was for his dad.
Right, and like how the dad had like another child before Dexter who he like there was a tragic death. So it's like all these things that they filled in the story was really like, wow.
It adds up.
Slay. I liked it. What'd you think? Because you never saw the original Dexter.
No, like I saw some episodes here and there, and then I saw the other one with you.
Yeah.
But this one I thought was really good. Really strong on its own and adds to the story.
Exactly. It stood on its own. It held its head high. Speaking of like wetness, we recently have been getting into a steam room vibes. Back in Canada, we love a sauna vibe. And now I had to ask you, like, what's your fave? Steam room or sauna?
Well, I've always preferred steam room because it like just opens my breathing so much. Mm-hmm. But I like the sweatiness of the sauna.
Okay. I don't know. I think I'm all about health benefits, so I'd have to like look up which one's more healthy for you, and then that would be my favorite.
Because steam room is just like more wet, no? Like sauna is like dry, more heat. Steam room is like more wet, so you're like, I don't know what the difference is.
Well, saunas are apparently good for your heart, but yeah, steam rooms, like you said, it's good to like open up your sinuses and
for
stuff.
the porous,
which has been great because if you've seen the last like 10 episodes, I've had a sinus, like I've sounded like very congested, and this is the first day that I am not that way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm finally better, and you are too.
Yeah, we must do it tomorrow. But I just don't understand.
It's apothecary.
I don't know. Like when I'm in a
Sponsor us,
sauna,
bitch.
when I'm on a sauna or a steam room, I'm just here for the relaxation vibes. I'm sitting down, like inner peace, like manifesting, meditating. And like a lot of these older people that come in the sauna, the steam room,
They need to shut their fucking mouths.
they just like to chat on and on and on.
And
And
I will blatantly, like, Sebb is a nicer person than me in some circumstances.
Yeah.
Because I will blatantly ignore them. And that just makes it clear, like, I'm not here to chat. And I usually do it by, like, closing my eyes and, like, starting to massage my face. Like, I'm here for self-recovery.
Yeah.
But you're too nice and you start a whole convo. And I'm like, oh, I feel so bad for Sebb. Because I know you don't want to.
No, I don't want to. I'm just trying to, like, be within my own. And it's like, that's what everyone should be doing in their sauna or steam room. Unless you're here, like, with a big group of people that are like, oh, let's go to the sauna and spill the tea. But I don't start talking to a stranger in the sauna because it's like they must be wanting to relax.
And we're not in like the Pompeii times with their
Nakedness.
bathhouses.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, sir, but if you're gonna walk into my steam room naked and start shaving your face in the sink naked, and then with your balls in my face ask me how my day is doing,
yeah,
it's just too much for me.
That's a bit much.
Like, I don't need the balls in the face.
Like,
I'm trying to get the steam.
Yeah, if you're full on naked, I wouldn't, like, I don't know, I wouldn't just walk in fully naked and talk to a stranger.
No, if I'm walking in naked, I'm minding my own goddamn business.
Right.
Because like you've already like shown everything to everyone.
Yeah,
That's
you don't
enough.
have to show everything.
You broke the ice.
Yeah, the ice is broken. But yeah, I love a good sauna and steam room moment.
Same, but like steam rooms have really converted me because I always thought, I love sauna, so I was like, I don't think steam with the vibe and the wetness is for me. But when that eucalyptus hits,
yeah, it hits good.
It's so good, especially after like having COVID. It's a vibe, literally. Thank fucking God.
Things got so rude, bestie.
I love you, babe. I'm so excited
Love
for
you too.
the rest of this holiday season.
Me too.
You are my faith.
Before we get back to the stew and cook up a lot of projects.
Yes, y'all. And
we have to let y'all know
there'll be a pre-order for something special soon.
Yeah, 2025 is going to be full of big projects.
Yep.
So stay tuned.
We might even make a Christmas movie.
Yeah, we might have to. Well, all of you guys, the most votes was for the slasher.
Okay.
But maybe we can get a Christmas movie.
I have
there.
always loved, like, I remember when I first got into like filming videos for YouTube, I loved making like little horror films.
Yeah.
So I feel like that, like a really funny horror film should definitely be our first.
Yeah.
And then because also it's like really easy for independent actors and production companies to get horror films into theaters.
Oh, really?
Versus like other types of genres.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So I think that. Thank you, y'all. That's a good recommendation.
Oh, okay. Well, stay tuned for that.
We better get writing.
We love you, bestie. Shout out to the monetized bestie.
Over on patreon.com/Sebastian, which is the only place where you can see full episodes of all 5 seasons of So Rude. Please go check it out if you want to get signed Polaroids and other goodies from us. Shout out to our
Rainbow Cloud besties. Mocha's attack.
We love you. You're here. And
the
of course,
Sebastian collector, Manny. We love you, bestie.
You do be collecting. Also, please do give us 5 stars wherever you listen to podcasts. It really helps us out. It means the world. And enjoy your holiday season, everyone. We are sending you lots of light and love.
Bye, besties.
Bye-bye.
My homie being sus, brains up. Does he know I noticed? Does he want some? Call my homie being sus, don't get caught. Tell his girl we're just chilling.